Hi, it's Minxel123 and I'm live. It's only me with my duct tape on my glasses. Let's try and cover that up with my hair. I've got my lamp on next to the bed. There we go, it's a bit better on it. Is anybody there? Please talk to me. Please say hi. Don't be shy. I wasn't planning on doing live stream. But Nathan has gone up in the loft to sort out some bits and pieces. And I've been reading for ages and I just needed a little bit of a break from my book. So I thought I would just pop on, see if anyone wants to chat. Hey, mini book chats. The lovely Kate. Mwah, big kiss to you, big hugs. Anyone into booktubers, please, please, please go and check out the amazing mini book chats channel. Bolt Lighter, hello, hello, hello. How you doing? And Cerise, the lovely Cerise, hello. S&M, hello. How are you? And the lovely Hannah. Hannah Nightingale, how are you? Hope you're okay. Hope everyone is okay. Yeah, it's I don't know what time it is. It's what time is it? It's what about 7? Yeah, nearly 7 here in the UK. At night, obviously, not in the morning. This was 7 in the morning. I wouldn't be quite so raw. I'd be like half asleep. So yeah, I'm literally just sitting in bed. I've been eating some biscuits. These are delicious. Oh my God, they're the Oreo double cream. And yeah, they're just delicious. I feel really guilty because they are naughty, but they're so nice. I'm like, whatever, whatever. 2 in the afternoon, where you are, says Bolt Lighter. Yeah, I'm okay, thank you, S&M. I'm good. How are you? So, yeah, my day has been, I got up this morning, I went out, I had to go to the post office, had to post some eBay parcels. I broke the machine at the post office. That was really embarrassing. Well, I didn't break it. It's one of those self-service things, and they needed to change the roll, like where the stamp thing comes out. It'd run out of ink and stuff and paper, and oh my days, I was like, oh, that's good. There's no queue. And then, like, nearly half an hour, 40 minutes later, I'm still there because obviously I needed the receipts from my parcels and the stamps. Anyway, they got it sorted out in the end. It was all good. But yeah, it was a bit stressful first thing in the morning. Hi, Dee Dee. How are you, Dee Dee? And hello, Jenny MC and Jules. Good evening to you. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Um, how are you feeling, Jules? How are you and Dave doing? Hope you're feeling better. Nice nails. I thought I was like, I haven't done my nails, but then I remembered I had. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit weird. Like this yellow. I'm like, I'm not sure if I like it very much, but there we go. I just done it quick. I wanted something bright because I was doing some filming this afternoon, and I thought yellow neon is pretty bright, so I went with that. But yeah, getting my kitchen ready for Passover. Oh, that's good. Bolt lighter, that's good. It matches the shirt. Yeah, I've got a Pikachu on. A Pikachu t-shirt. Um, so yeah, I went out, I did some shopping, I come back, I watched Made in Chelsea, I watched Married at First Sight Australia, I had some food, I waited for Nathan to come back and we chilled together and had chats and cuddles and watched some YouTube videos and I did some filming this afternoon, some ASMR videos, and yeah, we've just both been having a bit of book club. Nathan was reading his book, obviously, which is completely different to mine. Um, the one I'm reading is really weird. It's more like kind of, I don't know, urban horror. I think that's what you would call it. I don't know, folk horror. Atelier, hello. Dragon's Den tonight. Yeah, I normally watch Dragon's Den on the Friday morning. I recalled that in The Apprentice, even though The Apprentice is finished now for this series. So, but I think I read online that there's going to be an Apprentice Australia, which I must remember to tell my mum because she also loves The Apprentice. So, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Um, oh, sorry, I thought there was a spider on my arm, but it was my hair. Anyway, oh, weird. Um, yeah, I do like Dragon's Den, especially the random things that people have created and think that they're going to get really rich. And some of it's good. Like some of the ideas that come on are really good, but some of them I'm like, how did you get the money? Like, how did you like get that investment? Who's everyone's favorite on Dragon's Den if you watch it? Like out of the dragons, who do you like, Cerise? If it was me, I think I would go for Peter Jones just because he's pretty hot for an old man. Well, not an old man, but you know what I mean, an older man. Stephen Barclay's cool, but he's something a little bit arrogant about him. I don't know if I can't warm to him. And out of the women, I like, oh, I can't remember her name. Sarah Davis. I like her, the blonde one. She's pretty cool. But yeah. Deborah Meaden. I like all of them really. It's only Stephen. I don't know what it is. Like, he just doesn't seem very likable. And the way he talks to some of the other dragons, like, I don't know. I'm like, not sure. Not sure if I like him. But yeah. Oh, hold on. There we go. Whew. I've got itchy nose. I'm sorry. Dinah Finkel, hello. Oh, thank you. Yes, smash the like button. Yeah, so I hadn't put a video on today. I was just going to sit on my laptop and start putting a video on. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to pop on and go live. I haven't really done a live stream for, well, about a week or so. So I thought I would just come and chat with you. Well, whoever was here live. Sometimes I do these live streams and there's like no one there. And I just sit there like an idiot and then go, okay, I'm going to go now. But it's good that there's some people here so I can actually chit chat. Seen clips but never watched it proper. I can't believe you're going to miss, or you have missed, Darren Hayes' show. Oh, that must be horrible. But obviously, yeah, your health has got to come first, Jules. I was obsessed with Darren Hayes when I was younger. If anyone who doesn't know who Darren Hayes is, he was the lead singer of Savage Garden, who I was also obsessed with, actually. I remember being at college and just, like, I just adored them. Their albums, like, they were literally on repeat. I still love their music now, you know. I think they're an amazing band. I was really gutted when they split up. I liked Darren's first album when he went solo, and I think the second one possibly. But after that, I didn't really feel connected to his music, and I don't know. I just didn't. I don't know. I like his older stuff really. I've missed so many. I've missed so many lives. My notifications go off after you finished already. Honestly, YouTube notifications. Seriously, I wish they'd sort it out because I'm the same. Like I have people's notification bell smashed, as they say, and I don't get it until afterwards, or sometimes I don't get it at all until I've seen, oh, they've been live. Or I just happen to go online and see that, I think actually, Kate, Mini Book Chats, when you was on live the other day, me and Nathan were just watching some YouTube videos on TV and you come up on the, I was like, oh, there's Kate. So we clicked on and that's when I said hello to you. But I didn't get any notifications that you were live on my phone or anything. It's weird, isn't it? It's annoying. Ailey says, have you started scrapbooking? Oh, Ailey, don't be angry with me, Ailey. No. Oh, my obsessions come and go. Some of them stay, but some of them just literally come for like a few months or weeks and then they just disappear. Sadly, I went absolutely blooming crazy on like scrapbooking and wanting to buy all like arts and crafts stuff. And then I think what it was, I'd done one page and I just got so stressed with it that I didn't enjoy it, and it's kind of put me off doing it again, which is so stupid. And I think with arts and craft, you have to be in the mood. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but like you have to want to sit and do it because it does take some time. You have to think about it and where you're going to position it and on the page. And I don't know, like I just can't be asked. Which is really bad because in the spare room there's this massive bag of random arts and crafts bits, and I'm angry with myself that I get like that, but it's what it is, and I will do it. And whenever I do get in that mood again where I want to do it, I've got loads of arts and crafts stuff to use. I won't need to buy any more. I've got glue, I've got the stickers, I've got pictures, I've got themed stuff. I don't know, like I get obsessed with things and I have to kind of, buy things to do with that subject and get fascinated by it and interested in it and talk about it and think about it. And then I'm just like, I don't do it. Oh, thank you, Dee Dee, for the super chat. Mwah. You're really sweet. Thanks, Dee Dee. By the way, I did make you a mod before the super chat. So I hope you realise I don't want you to think I've only done it to that. I was just looking at my chat room thing and I thought, why is Dee Dee not a mod? So you're a mod anyway. But thank you. That's really kind of you. I really appreciate it. When anyone ever super chats me, or gets me throwing gifts or whatever, like I really appreciate everything. So cheers. Cheers, me dears. Scrapbooking takes a bit of practice. It's okay to make mistakes. Yeah, I I love the idea of arts and crafts, but in reality, I'm just crap. And it's not that I'm putting myself down, right? I'm just being blatantly honest. I'm just useless. And I have all these ideas in my mind. It's the same with writing. Like, I have all these ideas for poems, stories that I want to do. And then when I sit there and go to do it, I don't know, I just get like, either I don't get motivated, or if I am motivated, I go blank. So I can't think what I'm going to do, and then I just don't bother. And then I get upset and angry with myself because I'm bothered, and it's just like a cycle. Sorry, I don't want to miss people's comments. Let me scroll back a little bit here. I was rambling. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I loved his music and Savage Garden. Oh, you're seeing the Jersey Boys next week? Cool. I like the fact that you go and see shows and stuff, Jules. I used to love going to the Cliffs Pavilion and Palace Theatre, seeing shows. But sadly, I haven't got anyone to go with. Like, I know that sounds really sad. It is really sad, but I haven't got anyone to go with, and I'm not going to sit there all on my own like a complete loner. Like Nathan's not into shows or anything like that. And Mum used to come with me to see shows and stuff, but like. She got quite uncomfortable sitting in the seats, and also when we did go, she'd only like sitting up the top in the Cliffs Pavilion Theatre, like in the balcony kind of thing, in the boxes. But because I don't like heights, I hate sitting up the top. Now, I will not do it anymore because I just used to get like vertigo looking over. So yeah, I don't go to shows anymore, which is really sad because I used to enjoy them. I used to have a friend called Jenny. Well, I still have her as a friend, but I just haven't spoke to her for like 2 years. I think there was no fallout or anything. We're still on each other's Facebook. I think it's just the fact that we just kind of drifted apart. She got a really good job and she kind of works in London now. And I don't know, like I just felt like she kind of moved on with her life and I'm still, in my own bubble. And I don't know, I miss Jenny because I really like Jenny. But she used to come to shows with me and stuff. Nima, hello, lovely. How are you? Good to see you. Um, just freestyle it. Yes, it's good to wait until you feel creative. Yeah, there's no point in just doing crafts when I'm, not into it. Can't you go, Daniel or Lisa? Lisa is not really into shows, and also it's like a money situation with her. She's got like, 2 kids and stuff, and it just won't work. And also Danielle also has kids, she's got 2 twin boys, and I don't really think she's into seeing shows. I just don't really know anyone who's in. I'd like to see like musicals. I used to go and see a lot of comedians, but then after like the first half, I'd get bored. And it's the same when they're on like Netflix or something. Like I can watch a comedian for a certain amount of time and find them really funny, and then I start getting bored and I look at my phone and I'm just distracted and yeah. But yeah, they're not comfy seats at the Cliffs. They're it's a beautiful theatre, but it's very small seats, very uncomfortable, very kind of closed in. And obviously, Mum is a bit of a bigger lady and she just feels really uncomfortable in the seats. And as I say, she doesn't mind sitting up the top, but I don't like sitting up the top. So it is, yeah, it just sucks. But I saw so many shows over the years at the Cliffs Pavilion, like pantomimes and musicals and like different artists, comedians, music. I think the funniest memory that I have of going to the Cliffs Pavilion, or one of the funniest memories, was going to see The Shaman with my mum. This was like years and years and years ago. I was probably like 17, 18, something like that. Um, she took me to see the show. Does anyone remember The Shaman? They done a song called what is it? Ebenezer Good. Don't know how they got away with that song, but anyway. But yeah, like so she went to see that. They were basically like a kind of rave pop band. I don't know how to describe them. Look them up on YouTube, The Shaman. It's so not my mum's cup of tea, and she literally sat there with earplugs in. It was very embarrassing. But yeah, that was quite funny. And she come out and she was like, "That was awful. I can't hear properly." I was like, "Oh no." Just imagine taking your mum to a rave. I've also seen the Chippendales there as well. Many memories of the Cliffs Pavilion. You reminisce a lot, says Cerise. I do. Oh, God. Yeah, I do. You know why I reminisce is because I've got such happy memories, and there's so much in my past that I love to think about and smile about. And sometimes it's nice to think about stuff and things that happened in your past. Especially to do with like my family or just like happy, fun, silly things that have happened. Like it's nice to reminisce. Surely, it's nice to look back sometimes. Did you film that coffee date you were going to take your mum on? Unfortunately, we couldn't go because my mum was ill, so we couldn't go. And no, was I ill? No, actually, I think it was the week. It was her birthday. I think we were both ill. I know I had that dodgy stomach bug for like a week or so. That was awful. But I think she was ill. She was ill. She was ill, which I think she had it first, and then I caught it off of her. So basically, we didn't go. Um, and then as the weeks kind of went on, we just never went. But we should go. But she's not good at the moment. She's in a bit of a sort of bad way with health, so probably not going to be for a little while. Do right. Let me read people's comments. Did you? Oh, I've read that. I was a teeny bop in the late 90s, early 2000s, seeing In Sync. Oh wow, you saw Pink when she was super new. I absolutely loved In Sync, and I love Pink. She's amazing. I don't know that I've always had that thing of Backstreet Boys versus In Sync. Not that you could like both, but you had to be like, are you team In Sync or you team Backstreet Boys? And as much as I had both their albums and liked them both, I have to say Backstreet Boys were my favourite. But I did really like In Sync, Justin, and I can't actually remember any of the other guys' names. JC, was it? I don't know. I can't remember. But I like both their albums. I loved all the boy bands pretty much. I still listen to boy bands now. I'm not ashamed to say it. Not in a bad way. Okay. Sorry, I'm really like paranoid at the moment. Like when anyone says anything to me, I am a little bit kind of on guard because I've been quite trolled recently. The trolling had kind of eased up for a while. Now it's back, and I think when anyone says anything, I'm really like on defense of myself. So yeah, don't take it the wrong way, but yeah, I'm very kind of don't know, on guard, paranoid about what people think, and I shouldn't care what people think about me, really. I don't, and I do. Some days I really don't care, and some days I really do. Like, it's really weird. Um, Mini Book Chat says, I've been getting a lot of negative comments lately. People must be bored. Why would anyone, like, how could anyone be horrible to you, Mini Book Chats? Like, seriously, you're like the sweetest, gentle, lovely bookworm person. Like, I can understand why people could be horrible to me because I am like Marmite, you love or hate me, and I'm quite gobby and opinionated and annoying, and I totally get that. But when there's nice people like you who are just so sweet, like, why would anyone be horrible to you? That's ridiculous. I hate that. It's horrible. Ah, Sugar Babes were good. I love the Sugar Babes. Absolutely love them. Even though they had like about four different lineups of the band. How many times have the Sugar Babes changed? I think now they've gone back to being the original three, which is kind of sad for like Heidi and that because she was in it for a long time and then just got kind of pushed to the side. I did like my girl bands, but I was more of a boy band kind of girl. My favourite girl band of all time have to be the Spice Girls, but I also liked Eternal. I liked Bewitched. Trying to think of all the girl bands now. All Saints. I loved All Saints. But for me, it was always about the boy bands. I wonder why. A teenage girl with hormones looking at boy bands. Yeah, I think that's probably. But to be fair, though, I did love and still love a lot of the boy band music. So it just kind of it's catchy. Let me read these comments. There's a bug going around here too. So yeah, Mum's got. I won't go into detail, especially if anyone's eating, because you definitely won't want to know this. But my mum's got this. She basically burnt herself with a hot water bottle. Hi Laura, like the Pokemon t-shirt, looking good girl. Dave, hi Dave, appreciate that, mate. How are you? Yeah, she basically burnt herself because she gets cold. She puts these hot water bottles on her, and I mean, she does put them over her clothes, but like the material of her clothes are really quite thin, and basically she's burnt herself under her tummy, and it's not nice, and it's very sore, and yeah. Anyhow, but she's been going to the doctor and getting like regular dressing changes and things like that. So yeah, she's in a lot of pain and sore and uncomfortable, and it's just making her feel really groggy as well. So she's not having a good time. Honestly, I feel like my mum has just had, like, for the last couple of years, illness after illness, something wrong after something wrong after something wrong. It's like she can't catch a break. And it's really sad, it's horrible seeing someone you care about and you love, obviously, like, just in pain or unwell and just down. And as much as I try and be there for her, sometimes I'm probably not the best because I don't cope well with situations. I don't handle things well. Um, but it is what it is. I try, but I'm just not very good. It's basically. You love Bewitched because they are denim. Yeah, I still wear denim. But yeah, they were brilliant, Bewitched. I absolutely loved them. They were so sweet and just lovely girls. And I love their album was actually really good. Like, it's proper catchy. I love New Kids on the Block back in the day. I'll tell you a secret. This is really embarrassing. But back in the day, obviously, when I loved New Kids on the Block, I was probably about 8 or 9, and I was at junior school, and my best friend at the time, Hannah, she loved New Kids on the Block as well. And she told me, well, this is really cringe, that if I kiss my New Kids on the Block poster every night, that eventually they would come out through the poster and, like, kind of manifest in the room. So stupid. I was only a kid, right? So I believed it. So every night I would make sure I would go up to this poster where I had all the boys on. I'd always kiss the ones I liked best in order. So I'm trying to think. New Kids on the Block. So I liked Jordan best, Jordan Knight, Donnie Wahlberg second. Who else was there? John. I think he was the twin of Jill. I can't even remember. Dan. I didn't really like Danny. Who liked Danny? I know it's sad, but Danny was probably the most unpopular. Oh, poor Danny. I don't know, who was the other one? There's a little fella, Joe, little, like, really young one. But yeah, so I used to kiss them in the hope that they would manifest in my bedroom in real life, but it never happened. Anyway, Dee Dee says anyone who is negative is only showing their own insecurities by having to put themselves down to make themselves feel better. Somehow, I don't know how it works, but they're lost souls. Do you know what? Yeah, whenever I get trolled, I always think, number one, obviously it's not very nice. There's no excuse. There's no need for it. But I do believe there is some kind of psychological thing behind it. I think, as you say, like, there's something wrong with them as a person if they have to do that. I mean, in all honesty, we can't blame everything on, like, mental health or whatever's going on in their head. Some people are just bastards. Like, I'm sorry, like, to swear, but some of these people are just nasty peoples, and they just want to be nasty for the fun of it. There's no, like, inner, deep meaning or psychological stuff. It's literally they're horrible pricks, and they just want to go on and make someone feel rubbish. And I can't have sympathy for them, but I think the other people, especially, I think if they're a bit, like, younger, if they're teenagers and stuff, like, people change, people grow, and I don't know. But it's not nice. It's not nice going online and just getting all this abuse, and as I say, some days I can really cope with it. I can answer up. I'm like, whatever, I'm sassy. But other days, if I'm feeling not very good in my headspace, then yeah, it does get to me. It does upset me. And it does make me paranoid and anxious. And, like, it's not cool. It's not cool. Dave says, I burnt my hands pouring water in the hot water bottle from the kettle. Oh, yeah, I know. Hot water bottles can be dangerous, I tell you. She doesn't like the covers on them. I've said about those, but she said she can't feel the heat properly. But maybe that's a better idea that she doesn't feel the heat. I know, she is. Once your immune system is suppressed, you are open to so many opportunist infections, etc., and heal slower, sadly. Yeah. Thank you, Jenny. Kiss, kiss. Yeah, they never come out the poster. Funny, but that's so sorry, but that's so funny. No, give yourself some credit. You're always there supporting her in a time of need. I think, yeah, I do help her out. Obviously, I do everything for her, especially when she's not well and she's in bed, and me and Nathan help her. But, like, emotionally, I do struggle. I do struggle with it. I'm not that kind of, like, my friend has a job as a carer, and the things, the sad things that she has to deal with in her job. I'm like, whoa, how do you emotionally cope and physically cope with that? And I just haven't got it in me. Like, I care, but I'm just not very good. Like, I can't handle stress. I don't like talking about anything medical because it makes me anxious. And I don't know. It's like, when my grandma was ill, I always kind of beat myself up about this because when my grandma was ill just before she died, I didn't really want to go around and see her that much because it would just really like traumatize me. It really upset me. I kind of wanted to remember my grandma being really chatty and like, going shopping, and I didn't want to think of her kind of sad and ill, and so I kind of stopped going around there as much. I always spoke to her every day on the phone, but I don't know. It's like it triggers me and upsets me, and so I can't, kind of go. I didn't go, sorry. But then now, years later, I'm like, I wish I'd have gone. I wish I'd have gone around there more. Um, but I don't know. I do try with my mum, but sometimes she can be uh, hard work. She can be very stubborn, and especially when you're trying to help someone with advice and they don't listen, and then they moan that they're ill, and it's like, well, you didn't do this, and you're not doing that, and you're not, and it's just I can't cope with that very well, and then I end up getting angry. Then we row. Then I feel guilty because we've rowed and she's not well, and then I start to make myself ill and stressed, and it's like a whole weird thing. Right, I'm just not very good with situations. Ugh. But yeah. Did grandma ask why he didn't come around? No, I mean, as I said, I still used to go around there, but I don't know. I just towards the end, bless her, she got very ill, and then yeah, she had to go into hospital and stuff. But I don't know. And also at the same time that was all kind of happening, I was very severely, badly suffering with depression, which I didn't know at the time it was depression. I just, looking back, I can see now, and I know more about depression. I know I had it. Um, and sometimes I even struggle to just get out of bed, and see anybody and talk to anybody. So it wasn't just it was grandma. It was the fact that I couldn't cope with anything or anyone either. So it was a weird time. But the only good thing is obviously before she died, she did get to see me happy. My depression got easier. I got, happier in myself. I met Nathan, and luckily my grandma did get to meet Nathan before she died, which it really means a lot to me. Not only that she saw me happy, but she got to meet Nathan and they got on really well. She used to go, we used to go around there and she'd make us drinks like cups of tea and biscuits, and it was nice. And she'd always give me a little bit of spending money. She'd give me like a fiver a week. And when I got with Nathan, she said, well, that means you'll be getting a fiver a week as well. So every time we'd visit my grandma, she'd just give him a random like fiver. I mean, it was very odd looking at it, but sweet. It was nice. And obviously when she was in hospital, he come with me to visit her and stuff. So I'm pleased they did get to meet and have a little bond. And she was very impressed. She said, he's the one. She said, I'll tell you now, of all the idiots that you've been out with, she spoke her mind. He's the one. So I am pleased that they got to meet and everything. But there we go. Sorry, I'm just opening up here, being emotional. Your health comes first, since we've got to take care of ourselves before we can help anyone else. You know what? I sometimes I do. Sorry, my glasses keep slipping. Sometimes I do feel very guilty, or most days I feel very guilty that I'm not a good daughter, that I'm not a good this, I'm not a good that. Um, but I can only do what I can with, the mental health issues that I have, the way my brain thinks, the way I feel. Every day is a battle, every day is a struggle. And, I it sounds over like dramatic, but it really is a struggle. Like, you watch my vlogs and it's all like, hey, I'm just reading my book or going shopping or I'm building some Lego. It's very kind of, fun, basic stuff, but like no one sees behind the scenes really, like as in viewers. You you don't know what I have to go through in my head, and it's not a great place to be sometimes, but I keep it in. I talk about it sometimes, but I don't want to, because I want people to watch my videos for entertainment, for, make you laugh. I don't want to have every video of being mopey and moaning and, sad. But it is a struggle, to have anxiety, to have, this constant sort of, I don't know, confusion about who you are. Like, am I not good at this? Am I not good enough for that? It's a lot. It's a lot to take in, and I have to like deal with everything every day. It's not a day that doesn't go by where I'm not kind of stressed about something or paranoid about something. but I have to put a big happy fake face on. Like, hey, well, it's not fake as such, but it's kind of like a mask. Like it's kind of like I see it like makeup. Like when you wear makeup, it's still your face, but you're just putting makeup on it, if that makes sense. So what you see is what you get. I am Laura, Minx Laura, but it might just be a bit of an improvement because I don't want you to see that sort of darker, sadder side of me. Does this make any sense? Probably not. Cupcake, stay strong. Mwah, thank you, Cupcake. Um, she was right, indeed. She was right. My nana loved my husband. She kept a photo of him in his uniform on her table all the time to show any visitors how handsome he is. Ah, I love that. I absolutely love that. It's so lovely. My grandmother would do the same with giving us money at young ages too. Yeah, I used to love it. I used to go around there and the funniest thing, my grandma was very blunt, and I mean really blunt. She'd literally say what she thought, and that was that, whether it was good or bad. And I used to go around there, and if ever I'd bought new clothes, I'd go around there to her little flat, and I'd say, right, this is what I've bought, and she'd go, right, go into the bedroom and try it on, and come into the room, and I'd try this dress on or trousers or whatever, and I'd think they were really nice, and then she'd just look at me and go, no, no, too tight, no, I don't like it. Like, oh, and I mean, sometimes she did like some of the stuff that I bought, but like it was very like okay, and that's why I kind of enjoyed doing all the hauls. You know, when I do my hauls and that, I love doing it because I kind of feel like it's the same thing of showing someone what you've bought. I mean, it's so really, if you think about it, it's really boring. But there's something for me that's nice about just sitting there going, "Oh, I bought this," and this is what I'm. I don't know. I'm blabbering. Sorry. Um, yeah, exactly. And I think, like I could easily sit there every day and just constantly think of anxiety, but it gets boring. And also I don't want to. I want to think about good, positive things, positivity. Like there's no point in just sitting around being miserable and negative because life's too short, right? That's how I think. And sometimes when those dark clouds go over me, it's hard to fight those dark clouds, but if I don't, I just end up in a big old rainstorm. Does that make sense? Probably not. Lee Barnard, hello, my friend. Hello, how you doing, Lee? Hope everything is good with you. My other nana was like that. She said, "Did you get your hair cut?" Yes, I should say why. Oh, yeah, my grandma was very blunt, and I kind of like that. I've always been that kind of personality myself, but I think I use a bit more tact with people. If someone is wearing something like, that's I'm not thinking it looks great, I won't say it quite so harsh. I'm a bit like, it's okay, but and I try and word it in a way of niceness but blunt at the same time. Um, Life is too short to sweat the small stuff makes perfect sense. Well, this is it, and I just, look, I'm 43 now, which is scary. 44 in August. Oh, Jesus. And I will not let this thing beat me. I'm still waiting on my help from the counsellor people, but I'm on a massive blooming waiting list about my autism and, the anxiety help. I mean, it is Autism Awareness Week this week, and I really wanted to do something special for it, but like I know this is probably the wrong thing to say, but like I honestly believe that it shouldn't just be like a week. I think people should be aware and understanding of autism every single day. And I don't mean it in a negative way. I think it's good. Anything that can draw attention to it and help people learn and celebrating them being themselves, it's amazing. But do you know what I mean? It's a bit like when people say Valentine's Day should celebrate love all year round and not just the day. I don't know. So I was kind of like, should I do something for Autism Awareness Week? I mean, I have posted like a few tweets and shared a few things out. Um, but I don't know. I feel like I should have done more, and I'm not sure if I should. I mean, I've still got tomorrow that I could do something, but I don't know. I don't know. But it's an important thing, and I think people need to learn about it and understand it. And for me, as I say, I'm waiting for this you know meeting and counselling to help with, you know, my anxiety and stuff, and just waiting. Waiting is just like every day. Like I think, will it be today? Will I get a message? No. I mean, they did say to me, to be fair, it could be up to like a year and a half. So, I mean, you can kind of self-help yourself. I try and do calming stuff. I read a lot, which obviously calms me down. I try and watch shows that relax me. I make sure I go out every day and walk and exercise. And, you know, I try and do all the things that are, you know, the list of things to help yourself with anxiety. But yeah, I suppose I do need professional help. But it is what it is. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting and waiting, like so many other people are in the UK right now, for help. And you know, I think more people are, you know, kind of being diagnosed with the autism, and obviously that makes the waiting list even longer. And it's not that someone was like, oh, it's because, you know, where's this autism? It's come from nowhere. But I think it's not that that's the case. I think it's just now people are actually being, you know, properly diagnosed. I mean, for many years they thought autism was only in boys. And so now we're realizing that it's all, you know, a few years ago they realized it was girls as well. And so women of my age and older actually are only just being told that they've got autism and they're on the spectrum. And, you know, you find out about who you are and why you are the way you are and think the way you think. And, you know, there's so much. I've trying to learn stuff about it myself. Like I've been watching documentaries about it. I've been obviously reading lots of websites and stuff like, but there's a lot to take in. And the thing with autism is it's a spectrum. So no autistic person is the same. Like everyone's different. You could share some of the things, but you might not share others. So it's a very kind of individual thing, you know. Anyway, sorry, I'm really going on for once tonight, and life begins in your 40s, says Cupcake. Do you reckon? I hope so. I hope you're right. Well, I mean, I'm 43, so I've had a couple of years. Sorry, her attitude was, it's rude to lie. I'm more as long as they are happy. Yeah, I know what you mean. But I like to be honest, as I say, but I like to kind of do it in a tactful way. Sending positive vibes to you. Thank you, Dee Dee. I appreciate that. Truly comes from within. Sorry, I'm just reading back comments because I don't want to miss anyone's comment. If I have, I'm sorry. It's because I've been bloody blabbering. Thank you. Yeah, look, I've always been myself on my channel. Hi, Mary Ross. When I started YouTube, I was like, I'm going to be myself. I'm not going to, you know, fake it. And as I say before, I suppose to a degree you might see a mask because I am going through a lot of stuff in my head and I don't want you to see that. But still, what you see is what you get, if that makes sense. You know, you just get to see the lighter, happier side of me and not I mean, I have done vlogs where I've opened up and cried and been sad and, you know, it is what it is. But like, I do try and be more positive because, you know, it's supposed to be an entertaining channel. You don't want to see all doom and gloom. Very impressive to discuss these issues, but I never talk about what's wrong with my child because everyone suddenly has so much advice to give. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, you know, when I was told that I was autistic, I was thinking of making a video about it, and I thought, you know what, I don't want to make a big thing out of it. I'll talk about it in vlogs now and again, or I'll mention it in a vlog. You might hear me say, oh, you know, because I'm autistic or whatever. But in general, I don't really didn't make a big thing, like a separate video about it, because yeah, people are going, oh, you're not and this and you're not that. But you know, I go with the medical professionals. If they tell me that I'm autistic, I will listen to them. And to be fair, looking at lots of research, which I've done myself, and Nathan has helped me, there's no doubt that I am autistic. There's not even a shadow of a doubt for me, and I've been told it by two professionals, so it's not really a shock. Hi Laura, I never knew you had autism. I have a vlog I'm watching called Fathering Autism. So good. Hope you have got your waiting list soon. I'm a bit ignorant with autism. Do they give you any medication? You know, I don't. So yeah, it's basically like it's I'm learning myself, right? So I don't want to get anything wrong, but like it's basically the way I see it is that we're all just wired a little bit differently. Everyone's unique and we're all wired differently. And You know, people with autism are on a spectrum. So some might be this, some might be that. Some people with autism find it really difficult to like speak and they're like really, really shy. Whereas me, I'm very, very loud and will talk to anyone and everyone. um, and, you know, but a lot of people with autism have anxiety. Not all of them do. But yeah, it's basically our minds are just a bit different than other people's and our feelings and thoughts. And you know, I mean, the OCD for me has been bad for many years, and there's nothing worse than having to like check something 10 times, you know, or you know, going to bed and thinking, oh my god, have I shut the door, have I turned the cooker off, I turn the and then having to go and check again and again and again. Like it drives you insane. um it is, yeah, it's a wide spectrum. I mean, I was told officially that I had high functioning autism. So when I did my first video in which I talked about it, I just kind of brought it up in conversation, and someone had a real go at me in the comments and said, you shouldn't say high functioning, it's very disrespectful. And I'm like, oh God. And that's to be fair, that is what I have found in the autism community that I've seen online. People get very offended very quickly. And I never mean to say anything to offend anybody, you know, but I'm told this by medical professionals. That is the wording they used, hence I repeated it back to people. And I do get why people are offended, you know, because obviously high functioning and low functioning, it doesn't sound, you know, very nice. It's all right if you're high functioning, but I suppose if you're low functioning, and it's kind of making them feel worthless and that, which is not true at all. Um, you know, there's a lot of people who are low functioning but have skills that I have not got and could never have. So I do get that, but it's so hard to like word everything correctly, and you know, so the best way to say it is we're all unique and we're all different. You'll never find two people with autism the same. We might have things in common and be similar, but it's never going to be the same. um Oh, that was horrible, that stomach bug. Yeah, I had it for like a week or so. I don't know if it was the norovirus or just a random tummy bug. I don't know what it was. What, like first night I threw up like 8 times. It was horrible. I couldn't eat. I couldn't even sit up. That first day, I was on the sofa just laid out. I couldn't even sit up. I felt so ill. But yeah, it's horrible. Blah, blah. Blah. His son was, sorry, I'm just reading. My ex-boyfriend was also on the spectrum. His son was nothing wrong with being correct about the true diagnosis. I mean, well, I remember when the lady told me on the phone, and she was, you know, and that's another thing. When I've said about it, I said, oh, the lady on the phone, and someone wrote in a comment, oh, so some woman on a phone's told you you've got it. It wasn't just some woman, it was a trained professional, you know, in autism, in counselling, who told me. And she said, I can't officially say it because you do have to have the face-to-face assessment. But she said, I'll tell you now, 100% you've got it. She had it herself. She recognized the way I was talking, things I was saying, my speaking. Also, obviously, I'd done a questionnaire thing that she was reading through. So for my answers, everything made her know. But someone had commented about that. So yeah, a professional lady. And yeah, she also had it herself, and we were discussing things, and she said, oh, do you get this? I was like, yeah, sure, me too. It is nice to know that I'm not alone. It is nice to know that there are other people who have it, even though, as I say, there is a spectrum and everyone has it different levels, and different, you know, issues affect different people. But it's nice to know that I'm not the only one who has, you know, OCD. I'm not the only one who has anxiety, because sometimes you do feel alone. You feel like you're a complete freak. And for many years, I've been made to feel like I'm a complete freak. I'm a weirdo, which I am. But like, when you think about it, it's like, okay, I might be a bit, you know, different and unique, but I know why now. And then you start thinking about things from your childhood, what made you the way you were. And like for example, when I was a kid, I can never look people in the eye when I speak to them. And I still feel very uncomfortable. If I'm familiar with someone, I'm all right. But like, if it's new people or people that I don't really see that much, when I talk to them, I actually like have to look away. And I never knew I did that until now. And I've found out that that's quite actually a common thing. So it's all about learning, and I'm gonna keep on learning and finding out more, not only about myself but about autism and stuff. Uh oh no, you've got it as well. Hope you feel better, Lee. It's blooming horrible, isn't it? I tell you now, the best advice I would give you, relax as much as you can, drink water, and just, yeah, just try and take it easy. Lots of sleep. Sleep always helps the body heal. But yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. Right, I'm gonna head off now. I'm gonna try and get this book done. It's called Old Country, and it's just a bit weird. It's, yeah, it's like an urban horror. There's scarecrows and bears that chase naked men. I don't know. It's all a bit weird, and yeah, I thought it'd be scary, but it's just odd. But I am gonna finish it. I'm not gonna DNF it. I am gonna finish it, and then my next book I think is gonna be a library book, which I can't remember the name of. But it's all like fake dating and stuff. I don't know if it's gonna be a bit young for me or just a bit annoying, but I'm gonna give it a go because, you know, going from something dark, I need something fluffy and romantic, I think. Yeah, wish you better, Lee. And everyone, thank you for hanging out with me. I've really enjoyed just chatting and chilling with you, all lovely, lovely, lovely people. Thank you, Lee. My chin is up, look. And what a chin it is. Nathan says I have a chin like a dagger. It's quite pointy. Oh, Mini Book Chats, you're awesome. I really love your channel, honestly. And you will be featured in my favorite YouTubers, top 10 YouTubers. I'm doing the list as we speak. That is a video I'm planning on filming maybe tomorrow or Saturday. I'm just thinking of two more. I need two more for my list. And they're all very different. The channels that I mentioned, they're all very different genres. But you're on that list. So, yeah. I have to put you in the list. I watch every video you do. God, that sounds really creepy. Uh, oh, thank you very, very much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And listen, everyone, take care of yourselves. Lots of love to you. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Really appreciate that. Check out Minxlaura123 ASMR, my other channel. And don't forget social media. Come and follow me on Instagram, which is Minxlaura123. TikTok, which is Minxlaura123 ASMR. And Twitter, tweet at Minxlaura123. I'm doing another book giveaway either tonight or tomorrow. I'm not too sure yet. So that is on my Twitter. So come and follow me on Twitter. It's great. I've been doing these little book giveaways, and oh my God, like I always put like follow, like, and retweet, and the amount of new followers that I've picked up is brilliant. So it's all good. And it's nice to give books to people. You know, it's nice. It's a nice feeling. Was listening in but wouldn't chat much, but hope everyone has a lovely night. Lots of hugs to you, Nima. Hope you're okay, sweetheart. All right, everyone, listen, take care of yourselves. Good night, Ailey. Good night, everybody. Dee Dee, thank you for the super chat as well. Really appreciate that. Mwah. Very, very kind of you. I'm going to leave you with my teddy bear, or one of my teddy bears, Bodger. He's saying hi. He's been in many ASMR videos, actually, Bodger. See you later, everyone. Peace out.